Just this week, Xbox announced an official multi-hardware partnership with AMD beyond just the next generation Xbox console. The platform is about to expand and grow bigger than ever before, and has a couple of major game industry-changing features that are just now being revealed. This is Colteastwood. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about an update that will performance enhance your games starting this year and a look into next generation. If you end up enjoying this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified of new content. Let's talk about Xbox next generation and new hardware that will improve our games. It's official. Xbox has made the announcement that they're working on next generation hardware, and some that thought that Xbox would bow out of the next generation console hardware business are now being shown a roadmap for the next generation Xbox, multiple devices, and an unprecedented access to millions of games. AMD's CEO Lisa Su explains that the next generation family of hardware from AMD and Xbox will increase the performance in gaming like never before.
Moving forward, AMD will go beyond building custom chips for Xbox consoles to designing a full roadmap of gaming-optimized chips combining the power of Ryzen and Radeon for consoles, handhelds, PCs, and the cloud. And we're doing it all with backwards compatibility, so gamers can access their favorite titles across platforms, powered by AI that includes new foundational models to accelerate the state-of-the-art in rendering.
Xbox also recently announced that your backward compatibility library that's available to you now on your current consoles will be moving forward into next generation. This means almost 500 games, but a new leak from Xstasis claims that Xbox has a plan to boost all of the Xbox original and Xbox 360 games that are available to high resolution and 60 frames per second through the backward compatibility feature paired with software emulation via Xenia Canary. Xenia Canary is an experimental open source software emulator for Windows. It focuses on research and education about modern devices and their operating systems for emulation of games built on the old PowerPC and old architecture. Xenia Canary includes performance improvements, support for game patches and DLC or add-on content. This is perfect for Xbox as the backcompat team can bridge the gap between software and hardware compatibility with full access to your games, like Fable 2 stuck at 4K 30 finally being boosted to 4K 60 for the first time on PC, and these performance enhancements coming to your Xbox console. The launch of this program would reportedly coincide with the brand's 25th anniversary next year, and games will reportedly launch in multiple waves that will be announced through 2026. Among the games that will launch via this new emulation program will be Fable 2, Skate 3, Gears of War 3, Batman Arkham Asylum, and many other titles, however, with the team evaluating potential technical or licensing issues. The best part about this news is that it possibly means that current Xbox Series S and X owners right now could see their original Xbox and 360 titles get a software performance enhancement before we even get into next generation consoles. Xbox plans to make a traditional next generation console that will be powered by the upcoming Zen 6 Radeon graphics system on chip with a never before seen integration of Windows and PC gaming on console. All this backcompat information is folding into the possibility that Xbox is going to burst open the platform with millions of games and previously locked performance games improved on the next generation console. Sarah Bond, the head of Xbox, explains directly why Xbox will support multiple devices with your library of games.
We're investing in our next generation hardware lineup across console, handheld, PC, cloud, and accessories, including our next generation Xbox consoles, in your living room and in your hands, anywhere you want, delivering you an Xbox experience not locked to a single store or tied to one device. That's why we're working closely with the Windows team to ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming.
The rumor that Xbox would support Steam or other PC storefronts has been discussed by insiders and leakers for over a year and reported here on this channel. And the commitment of Xbox to allow their console customers to have access to millions of games is now becoming a reality. But if Xbox allows multiple storefronts on PC to be playable on the Xbox console, that means that the only ones paying for online access would be Xbox console owners. This is probably one of the first revelations of an industry-changing maneuver that Xbox will have to make in the next generation. If the next generation Xbox console has access to the PC ecosystem and their storefronts, they can no longer charge them a fee of $60 per year to play online by requiring them to subscribe to Game Pass Core. Game Pass Core is the modern paywall for playing multiplayer games online on Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles. Xbox Live for free is something that Xbox and Microsoft should have done years ago, but with this new announcement starting next generation, they absolutely have to make playing online on console free. Xbox will have to adjust the Game Pass tiers across next generation to allow last gen users to still access Game Pass and pay online, while letting next generation Xbox customers get free from the multiplayer paywall. AMD's senior vice president said today, quote, "Big vision, bold partnership, and we're just getting started. What if the boundaries between player and experience disappeared? It looks stunning, it responds to you, it goes with you, and remembers where you left off no matter where you play," close quote. This coincides with a new rumor that Xbox Quick Resume is going to be carried forward into next generation consoles, and most importantly to Windows-based PCs on these new devices. Quick Resume is huge on Xbox, and if you play a lot outside of the Xbox console, it's something you don't quite appreciate. Getting access to 6 to 12 games back and forth within seconds, leaving off exactly where you played without reloading the game from scratch. Sarah Bond from Xbox and Lisa Su of AMD said console and handheld devices in their announcement. And right now, the Xbox ROG Ally handheld consoles are set to come out sometime by October 2025. And those devices will not natively play your whole library of Xbox console games, but it will support over 1,000 Play Anywhere titles. Some of these back-compat games, if partnered with Xenia Canary, could also grow your library far before next generation begins in 2026 or 2027. Let's talk about the launch window and price point of the next generation Xbox console. There is speculation that Xbox could release the next Xbox console by the end of 2026. Since Xbox just announced their plans in mid-2025, it could be likely that Xbox would have a full and detailed announcement by Summer Showcase in 2026, with the release of the console at the end of 2026, but it's more likely that Xbox will announce everything next year with the release of the console at the end of 2027. Xbox did opt out of a mid-generation console, and with their Series X currently struggling to run half of 4K at 60 FPS on some games, it stands to reason that next generation, powered by AI performance, could speed up the necessity for that new console as soon as possible. How much will the next generation Xbox console cost? Right now, the premium console on PlayStation retails at $700 US. This is most likely the starting price point for next generation. If Xbox did reportedly lose almost $50 per unit on the current Xbox Series consoles, this means the next Xbox will probably start at $800. Never in the history of gaming has a console offered access to millions of PC games across multiple storefronts and unlocking the walled garden and bursting open the availability of playing all of your console games plus everything available on PC. This is an unprecedented move. A brand like Xbox could not move forward in the next generation if they continue to do what they've done in the past 25 years with a traditional locked and restricted console. Xbox and Microsoft have a lot to prove when it comes to Windows gaming support, building better features, better quality of life, and standardized software solutions that PC gamers expect. For the first time, Xbox, Microsoft, and Windows, paired with AMD, will be coming together to make Xbox one of the best places to play. Next generation may begin as soon as next year, not long after, and with the prospect of multiple devices, powerful AI consoles, handhelds, support, free online multiplayer, and thousands of back-compat games with enhancements coming forward, and you can see that Xbox has a bright future ahead. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I've covered all of this stuff, and each video has the full picture of what's going on next generation for Xbox. I've got one about the Steam integration, the PC game storefronts, also the roadmap for AMD and what to expect for the hardware and how it'll improve games. There's so much to cover. If you want to check out those videos, those will be linked at the end of this video. And I'm super excited as a person who plays half the time on a PC and plays a lot of games on Xbox, looking at the melding of these two ecosystems and the way we play our games with better convenience, better performance. There's so much to be excited about. If you ended up enjoying this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell if you want to be notified of new weekly content we do here. And if you want to further support what we're doing here on the Colteastwood channel, you can do that by hitting the join button below. Channel memberships give you early access for videos, monthly merch giveaways, and so much more. Check out the Patreon if you want to follow the tiers to support this, to keep the studio lights on and learn for yourself how to do production, design, and everything. That's a one-on-one course that I do with over 20 years of experience to make things look nice and do really great videos and learn how to live stream so much more. Check out the XNC podcast that runs every Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. There we'll break down the news, talk about everything that's being revealed for next generation, insider stuff. So much cool stuff to talk about in that long form podcast that goes live. It's also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you want to listen to it after the fact. I want to know what you think about all of these announcements for Xbox. Why are they doing this so early? Do you think it's 2026 or 2027? Let me know in the comment section. And while you do that, as I always say, please be nice.